Welcome. This is Developer Question and Answers, also known as the Q&A. This is where some people ask lead scripter owner of AniPhobia anything related to the game. First question is from Dinker Things. What are your future plans for the game, and what made you and McSteve7 want to make such a game? Good question. We plan to have more games for AniPhobia, but we're still gonna be working on AniPhobia revamp. We're gonna add more stuff. I'm gonna redesign the entire pipeline for all the data and whatnot on the server side, so there's more performance to be had in AniPhobia. We created the game because, well, one day we just wanted to make, well, he wanted to make a meme joke where we just kill a bunch of anime girls and asked, hey, do you want to work with this? And I said, yeah, sure, why not? And that's how you got AniPhobia Legacy. Then we're like, we could do something from this. And I created a group, threw a bit of Robux at it from a past project that failed horribly, but still had something to it. And now we're sitting here, having more than 100,000 visits and, concurrently right now, 200 plus at the minimum. Next question is from Tuna. Will there be another exclusive weapon pack like Western any modern Game Pass? I'm hoping there could be more weapons. Yes, we will work on a Western weapon pack and whatnot. It's gonna take a while since we're waiting for Christmas to be over and we're working on another project right now. So yes, but not right now. Next comes from Kotich. AniPhobia. In AniPhobia will be added some sounds to gives when they landing. Maybe it's already added. Add bricks that you can throw in anime girls and they will stuck in these heads, like 90 damage in the head, 15 in the body. Also add screaming to anime girls, also traps when they are on fire or etc. Maybe we could work on adding sounds to gives when they land, but not right now. Bricks that you can throw at anime girls, maybe. Not right now though. We could work on a projectile system. But right now working on a different project, so that'll have to come later. Next one is from Monster Cat 4. Are you guys in vehicles that have a turret, not like a tank? I have no clue. I would have to go over that with Scored, but eventually, because we do have a tank just sitting in the base plate that we use for all the modeling and whatnot. But the answer is maybe. Farmer Ducky, there will be a place in the game where there's no anime girls spawning, but it's for survivors, so like a safe zone. Well, we have that's the lobby, but no, the whole idea is that you're never safe beyond the spawn. That's kind of the whole point. Phoenix Gist, will there ever be turrets on certain vehicles like alternate versions of the Humvee? I would have to get that past Scored, but maybe eventually. Europe actions, will anything happen with them in one update sooner or later? Since there are no good ways to make them active, they don't get anything in game? As I said, in case, look at groups just to give them a uniform and maybe just to start a weapon. That's all. If you want me to do so, I could buy the groups for them. Thanks for reading. Take care. Another thing I'd have to discuss with Sword. Maybe eventually. As I said before, working on another project right now, so it's gonna have to wait. Next one is from Crazed Man from Ohio. How do you get the influencer role? Is there a set of requirements? Yeah, be active in the community. Have a few videos on AniPhobia. Release some videos on AniPhobia when we have like updates and whatnot. Have like a few hundred views on the videos. I mean, I think that's a pretty easy requirement for a few people. So yeah, that's how you get an influencer. That's a good way for us to actually think about giving you the influencer role. Mr. Nobody. What would happen to the development team if the game gets too famous? Example, 3K players playing on average. Truth is, we don't know. We would probably get some more people because I'm not the greatest scripter. I admit I have my faults, but the biggest problem would be law infringement because technically all the anime girls aren't our personal. Are not for personal. Not for individual use. They're for use by the licensed individuals and whatnot. So the answer is the game would probably get taken down. It's gonna happen sooner or later. It's just a matter of when. But we'll keep it going for as long as we can. We have in the description that we don't own any of the things, but if you want to get advantage in the game, I'd recommend you go check out the animes that each are from. We could work on adding a list of animes that all the characters are from, but right now, if it gets too famous, the game will either get deleted by Roblox or for IP infringement and some other stuff. Cafeteria, when did you first create the idea of Anaphobia, and were there any challenges? First time we created Anaphobia was, or the idea of it was back in December of 2020, and we were just messing around, seeing what we could do. We added landmines. There's a base plate. I have a few images that I've posted in leaks before of the game at that stage. And we just worked on it around February or January, late January, or early February. We released the game to the public with some stuff in it, and we just continuously worked on that. And we gained a bit of a base with AniPhobia Legacy, but then we realized that the code was too iffy. It all needed to be redone. So that's why we created AniPhobia Revamped. We also thought we could just do, a bit better with everything. So that's why AniPhobia Revamped was created. Brentic, will there be armed vehicles like the old Humvee with M2 Browning and Legacy and technicals? So what will be expected next year with Studios since it's almost the new year? For what is expected for next year, hopefully the game the studio will actually be profitable. We'll work on change the name of it because we're gonna plan to work on more projects than just Anaphobia. Anaphobia is more like our starting thing. It's how we got a hang of things. We now have a better understanding of things. We might add more armed vehicles or whatnot. It's just, a matter of asking Sword. And this question's by Avatar Frost. Will you add a building mechanic like barricading windows or doors? That would be very cool. We actually did that in Legacy. That lasted about a day, and then we had to remove it because some people were making some not so great things, like some stuff I can't say here, but just think of 1940s Germany. That's a good starting place for that. Next question is Gav. Do you think AniPhobia is ever going to get big, as in 1K, 2K, probably 5K? How to maintain those numbers? We'll just do more community events and whatnot. We'll try and add more, but the more we add, the more performance goes down. And I know I need a redesign pipeline, as I've said before. That would take a few months or whatnot, so you'd have to wait for a few months without any updates and whatnot. But eventually, either I will go through it or we'll hire somebody to go through and just fix all that up so it's easier to read and easier to maintain. So yeah, I think it could get big, but our big idea is that for AniPhobia Studios, we'll have multiple big games coming from normal vacation in case AniPhobia does get deleted. Next one is Cans Diablo. Are you gonna remove the collision of power armor? I was not the one that created the power armor. I do the coding for UI and some other stuff. I coded the melee, and that's basically all I do. I don't do any building, animation, or all the utility stuff. It's exceptional. What drives a man to create a game where you slaughter anime girls memes? Our game is actually more based off of a game called Meme Attack. We just wanted to go with that idea, except it was anime characters, and I guess that's what we're rolling with right now. It worked well. Uh, Captain Titan, I'm banned. How many anime and Anaphobia revamp? I can't remember the exact count, but I'd say it's at least 20 characters, I think. Well, that's it for the Q&A. Thank you guys for being with us over this year. Can't believe we reached a point where we could actually get 200 to 300 current players a day. 1,000 members in the group and nearly 1,000 in the Discord server, which we might be hitting later, this year. But there ain't much days in the year for that to happen. However, I do see it happening. Thanks for sticking with us this year. Merry Christmas and happy holiday or whatever you celebrate. You'll probably get an update soon or eventually, probably next year. That's all. Bye.